Good evening and Ramadan Kareem once again to you all. I'm your host Lara Sam'an, here to bring you exciting segments featuring great guests, events from around the kingdom as we celebrate the holy month. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Nothing beats small bits of delicious homemade treats that brings the whole family together after iftar. Our next guest shares her cozy delights with us and her journey as a baker. Please welcome Fatima Abdulrazak, founders of Rustic Treats. Hello Fatima, welcome to our studio.
Hi Laura, thank you for having me.
Welcome. So can you tell us, how did your passion and career start in baking?
My love for baking started at an early age. Since I was 7, I was helping my mother with the baking.
Okay.
She would let me cut the cookies and all that. So after that, I started baking myself.
Okay.
When I started university, I started giving out cookies for friends and family, and they loved it.
So it just made you start the career?
Yes, and I loved seeing how happy it made people feel.
And would you say that since you started at a very young age, you were 7, did you then follow recipes, or did you just used to test and play and see, okay, and watch your mother's steps, what she used to do?
Yes, at first, of course, I was following my mother's footsteps and trying to
copy what she does.
Copy, exactly.
Yeah.
But after that, I started experimenting, and I loved creating new recipes.
Okay.
Not creating per se, but just adding here and there.
Your little touch to all of the recipes.
But my plan, inshallah, is to create my own recipes.
You never know, that might happen one day. Can you tell us what makes your business unique and special?
Often customers come to me saying how they love the level of sweetness in my desserts.
Okay.
And I think it's because of that it's not too much, not too little, and
it's just that right amount of sweetness.
Exactly, it's the right amount that helps the customer to enjoy those flavors, to focus on those flavors.
Yeah, I can agree with this completely, because if I have something that's a bit too sweet, I feel it ruins the whole purpose of the dessert itself.
Exactly.
Yeah. And can you tell us, what is your inspiration when you get into the kitchen?
I'd say it's music. I love music. It helps a lot with my baking, and actually baking itself is an inspiration.
As an inspiration by itself. Okay.
Yes, it helps me become more creative and learn new things.
Would you say every time you go into the kitchen, or let's say often, do you like to, today I want to do something different with my cookies, and you just put something else into it?
Yes, I do that a lot.
Okay, I was going to say, because you like experimenting, so I was thinking, okay, do you put like different things every time? Feel like, today I want to do something different.
Yeah, a lot of recipes came out this way.
Okay, well, which is amazing, because then again, it's your own touch.
Exactly.
Okay, so you combine both traditional and modern recipes. Can you talk to us more about that?
Traditional and modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most of the traditional recipes I learned, of course, from my mother. She's one of the best bakers, by the way. I love her.
I hope maybe one day I will try her stuff as well.
Inshallah. And yeah.
But would you say, what do you like more, modern or traditional, or a bit of both?
It's a little bit of both. Actually, now, you know, when you have your traditional and then you'd love to combine the two and see what people actually like nowadays
compared to before,
incorporate it with the traditional. So, yeah, sometimes it brings out something beautiful.
Beautiful and different, I feel, at the same time. Like, you could take your mother's old recipe, combine it with something nowadays that you cook, and then it comes up with something completely different. Not what you expected, maybe, and could go a good way or a bad way at the same time.
It could be better, it could be worse.
Can you tell us what you have bought with you today?
Today
I see a lot of delicious things in front of me.
Yes, today I brought this is Oslo apple cake.
Oslo apple cake. Okay,
Yes.
I actually thought it was pistachio.
Yes, those are for like garnish.
Okay,
But it's mainly, it looks like a pie, but it's actually, it has cakey base instead of crusty.
Instead of like a pastry.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And actually, this I learned from my mother as well.
Okay.
Because this is her version of the Oslo apple pie.
Okay. Did you change it at all, or no?
No. This is the original.
It's the original recipe.
Because this one has its own fans.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very loved cake.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah, and we also, this is new. We have the mini Oslo apple cake.
I love how small it is. I'm somebody who loves bite-sized desserts, so I can try everything.
Yeah,
that's why I like bite-sized desserts.
So this would be perfect.
Yeah, this is perfect because you just have a bit of this, have a bit of this.
Exactly. And this actually, the level of sweetness is really nice in it.
It's not too sweet and it's not too...
Yeah, and you know, anyone can have it, like from kids to eldest to the elderly. It's really and everyone's favorite. We have also the double chocolate cookies, and what started it all, which is the signature cookies.
This is what started it all. This cookie here is what started it all.
Of course, this is, I've adapted, I've made some changes to it and created my own recipe. This is why it's the signature. Over the years, this is what came out.
Okay, they look delicious. Like I'm looking at them, they look really good.
Yeah, we have two sizes from them, the mini and the regular.
Okay. Again, mini. My favorite. My favorite.
Exactly. And this is, of course, the mix of cookies, shortbread cookies. And these are perfect for Ramadan. They're really nice because they're light and a little bit sweet.
So perfect to have with tea or coffee.
Yes, after your iftar, this is perfect for it.
And what would you say is your favorite, other than the signature? Of course, the signature, but other than the signature.
Other than the signature, we have something called the cherry walnut slice.
Okay.
It's beautiful. It's really nice.
Already you saying cherry and walnuts sounds such a nice
yes.
mix. It's so different. I actually haven't heard something like this.
It is, yes. And it's topped with powdered sugar and cherry on top.
Just a little touch.
Yeah,
and can you tell us what challenges have you faced in your career and how did you overcome them? Or the biggest challenge you faced?
Yeah. Starting the business actually was a challenge because I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
But another challenge is reaching to people, to different people and customers.
Yeah.
It was because I was a new business
that came out,
Yes.
And everybody has different tastes.
Yes, and now the market is filled with options, you know, so it's not easy for people to.
But I'm sure there are people for every option.
Of course, yes. But with the right level of marketing, of course, I started to reach more people and everyone's so supportive. So.
And hopefully in Ramadan, the more you post, the more you get out there, everyone will start. And like now you just got me at cherry and walnuts. It's still in my head. It's still in my head. What would you say, facing these challenges, what advice would you give people who want to start a career in the food industry? What would you tell them?
Just start.
Don't think.
Yeah, just do it. Just dive right into it. And don't be afraid to learn new things. Don't be afraid to ask for help because I fail in that.
Yeah, it's okay. All of us fail in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of all, just have faith in yourself because that's all that matters, you know, when you want to start anything.
Correct. So. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And what would you say is your future plans for Rustic Treats? What are you thinking of doing?
Well, for one thing, I would like to add more recipes, add more desserts to my menu. That's in the near future, inshallah. And in the future, I plan to have my own shop, my own coffee shop. And I'd love to have a bakery as well. And inshallah, it grows and become one of the tops out there. And like the advice you gave to everybody else, I think as well you're going to be following this advice. Yes, of course. And I just want people to enjoy the desserts. That's all. You know, I love seeing them happy
when they take that bite and you see that smile. So it's like this is what you want.
It means everything to me.
Of course, all the time you've put into baking everything.
Yes.
And so seeing people enjoy, it's like, yes, this is what I have made. Can you tell us, is there any last words you'd like to tell the viewers for the holy month?
Yes. May you all be blessed on this holy month of Ramadan. والله يعودكم. رمضان كريم.
Ramadan Kareem, and thank you. Hopefully soon I'll be trying all your desserts, especially the walnut cherry. Especially that one.
You have to.
Thank you, Fatima.
Okay.
Viewers, wasn't that a delicious segment? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Throwing away food is like stealing from the table of those who are poor and hungry. Bahrain Food Bank is a non-profit association that is specialized in collecting and packing surplus edible food from hotels, restaurants and various private occasions. With us in the studio, Ahmed Alkuwaiti, CEO of Bahrain Food Bank. Hello Ahmed and welcome to our studio.
Hi.
So, can you tell us please about the organization and where did it begin?
Actually, first of all, we would like to thank you to give us this opportunity to introduce our society.
Welcome to Bahrain Studio.
Thanks. حفظ النعمة Society is a non-profit entity licensed by Ministry of Labor and Social Development. It's registered as a non-government organization. We work actually to reduce the amount of the food wastage in Bahrain. So we are the first specialized society in collecting and packing surplus food, and collecting and packing surplus food from hotels, restaurant, hypermarket, and special occasions, and then we distribute it to the family in need in Bahrain.
Okay, amazing. How did this all begin?
It was begun in 2012 by a group of Bahraini young youth. They make a Facebook account and they start to provide their services to the private occasions to collect the surplus food and distribute it to the needy people. Then in 2014 we start as official organization licensed by Ministry of
It's amazing. So a group of youths just decided on creating this on Facebook, and it just
volunteers, yeah.
Okay, which is amazing, and it's a very good initiative because there's so much wastage in Bahrain, and for all occasions there's always extra food that nobody touches or it's just sitting there, and it can be used for something. And can you tell us, how do you feel it helps with the community?
Actually, it's helped the environments also. The initiatives helped in reduce the amount of food wastage, and also the edible surplus food that we are collecting, we distributed to the families in need, and this is a good initiative. And also we do awareness to the Bahraini community also. Yeah,
by teaching them that this can happen, and try your best not to waste so much food at the same time. Can you please tell us, what are the institutions and organizations you guys work with?
Actually, alhamdulillah, we have many collaboration with many organizations and institutions. First of all, we get the trust of STC, and we now powered by STC.
Okay.
We have our platinum sponsorship and partnership like MBB, GFH, Standard Chartered, Bahrain Credit.
Almost all of the big banks.
Actually, thanks for all of them. And I'm sorry if I don't mention
them all.
But there is also, from the other side, there is what we call it as a logistic partnership, that we collect the food from them. Like Lulu Hypermarket, Carrefour, Al Usra, Tamim Market, all branches in Bahrain.
Okay, amazing. So you collect as well food from them?
Yeah.
Okay. So there must be a lot of wastage happening in Bahrain, and you guys see all of this?
Yeah, actually from 2014 and from the established of the society until end of 2021, we saved 1.8 million meals and food product.
Wow.
In 2021, we save around 375,000 meals. It's 121,000 kilogram of food.
Wow, that's
So
a lot, and I'm
and-
sure there
and
wasn't been
and
more
this is,
even
yeah. This is nothing for the statistics
in
in
Bahrain.
food waste in Bahrain. Yeah.
Wow, and I'm sure there could have been more if there was more people calling you guys and
Sure,
telling you and
sure,
informing you.
Sure.
Wow, that's a lot of food
Yeah.
wastage. What kind of response do you get regarding donations and volunteering?
Oh, and this I have to thanks all our volunteers actually. The people and volunteers they are interact with our initiatives. Our volunteers they work with us in collecting food, distributing food, and also we get a lot of calls from people that they have private occasions that.
Yeah.
They book an appointment to get our services actually, and you know now Ramadan has come.
So there's going to be a lot of a lot of extra food, and I'm sure it's the best way is to call you guys and tell you so you can give it to people who need this food as well. And it shouldn't go to waste. Let somebody else as well enjoy what we're enjoying at the same time.
We invite actually all Bahrain community to call us in our hotline.
Okay.
It's 33499 or they can visit also our Instagram account. It's at Bahrain Food Bank. And we have also our website, it's bahrainfoodbank.com.
Okay, so it's an easy process. It's not hard for somebody to call you and say, I'm have this and this and this and this.
We prefer that they, if they have a private occasion, if they call
ahead of time.
Yeah, to give us time to arrange their.
Of course. And if somebody wanted to join or volunteer, how can they?
There is many way actually. He can contact us on our social media or from our website.
Okay.
And also we have a group on WhatsApp. We have more than 100 volunteers now. They can join us in this group, and they will know our activity when they can.
Where to go,
join
what
us.
to do, everything.
That's it.
Okay, so easy process. So everybody can join if they would like to volunteer. They can.
Sure.
Okay, which is amazing. And who benefits from the efforts you guys do?
Actually, until now, we have 214 families in need all over Bahrain. We on daily basis, we provide them 1 to 2 meals a day.
Okay.
And also, we have more than 2,000 families. We provide them with food baskets and other donation. As you know, we are also now a virtual restaurant in Talabat.
Yes, I've seen that.
This is another actually strategy of our society.
Okay.
This is the donation strategy.
Okay.
So we are a virtual restaurant in Talabat. All people they can now. It's very easy. It's just a click.
And that's the donation instead.
Yeah, food baskets, meals, water. And in this, I would like to thank Talabat.
Yeah, it makes it easier for everybody because we're almost everybody and every day thousands of people are on Talabat ordering. So this is just an easy click. Here you go. This is donated, and you guys take care of everything. And can you tell us what do you do to raise awareness of the waste food in Bahrain?
Actually, to raise awareness is one of our goals. We always doing an awareness campaign with other partners.
Yeah.
So we are now we are launch this month we launch awareness campaign with Istidama.
Okay.
It's the waste management center.
Yeah.
And also it collaborates with Bahrain Supreme Council of Environment.
Okay.
And it's by helping of Polytechnic Bahrain.
Okay.
This awareness is to let's say to invite people to reduce the
wastage,
the food waste. We have our hashtag Stop Food Waste.
Yeah.
And we launched it already.
And of course during Ramadan there's a lot of food wastage.
Yeah, because of that we launched it before Ramadan.
To start raising it just in time.
Yeah, you know, in Ramadan, you know how Bahrain is in the futur, they bought a lot of various of food,
a lot.
You know.
And some things don't get touched even.
Yeah, that's it.
So of course, best way is try not to waste, try not to make so much, try to give wherever you can, send to other people at the same time. There's always somebody who is in need of some sort of meal.
That's it.
Can you tell us as well, do you guys have any future plans or upcoming events?
Yeah, our board member, they have ambition to do many initiatives in reducing the food waste in Bahrain, to prevent the negative impact on environment. So now we sign with Bahrain Compost.
Okay.
It's look like an recycled drums to recycle the surplus inedible food.
Yeah. The inedible food. Yeah. Okay. And what happens with that? Does it come into soil? What happens to all of it?
We still in the progress to launch it, and there is a big event with Stidama
happening soon.
Yeah, inshallah. Soon.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ahmed. Hopefully we all learn to stop wasting. And if there is, we should speak to you guys straight away so we can at least feed as many families as we can with all this extra food that we all make.
Yeah, thank you to give us this chance actually. And again, to Bahraini community, please reduce food waste, and you can call us on 334 499 499.
I will be calling you guys because I'm somebody who likes to have a lot of food but don't finish it. Thank you, Ahmed.
Thanks a lot, thank you.
Viewers, stay tuned, we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of today's episode. Make sure you reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below on the screen for any inquiries. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on another episode of Bahrain Now. Good night and God bless.